So many contractors I talk to bring expectations of what they want to happen. Instead, they should focus on what should happen based on the time, effort, energy, resources, all those things that they're willing to put in. And that gap between where you are and where you want to be, all the pain and suffering and sleepless nights in the world are in that gap. Where you are now and where you want to be is awful. So let's take this out of business for a second. So let's imagine it's January. You decide, hey, I'm going to go do a New Year's resolution. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to start losing some weight, and I want to get really ripped for this spring break vacay. So that's your want. What you want is to look amazing strutting down the beach on South Padre Island in just a couple months. But here's the reality. Most of the next 6 months, you're going to be spent just developing new habits, learning to wake up a little bit earlier to go to gym, learning how to eat a little bit better food on your table, learning actually how to do these workouts. Like, you might lose a pound or two, but those people who are the fitness models, they've been doing that work for years and years and years. You're not going to get cut up there in just 6 weeks. So let's zoom this back to your business, right? Imagine you have this really great tech and you want to promote him to service manager. Your want is by promoting this guy who you know can actually do great work, you're going to be able to spend more time with your family or get that beach house you always wanted. The want that they're going to run the business like a pro. They're going to have less to do because this great tech is now leading all your service team. But the reality is leadership is a skill. It's not a title. So without training, without clear support and expectations and resources, like, you just taken your best tech from the field and put them on the struggle bus. The pain is real. Now, obviously it comes down to marketing because everyone calls Levergy to get their marketing for the business done right. And one of the things we hear about SEO is everyone wants the success that these companies have been doing SEO for 4, 5, 6 years getting. Like, we have guys getting over 100 to 1 on their SEO investment. They've been doing it for years and years and years, and it's insanely powerful for the business. What's reality is that within 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, if you started from zero with SEO, you're not going to notice any financial impact in that first year. And that gap between what you're seeing and what you want is really painful. You want all the success of those 5, 6 year long SEO campaigns, but you're expecting it in 6 months on a shoestring budget. Like, that's just not going to work out well for anyone. So as you're trying to plan 2025, I would encourage you to get really, really specific. Be specific about your goals. What are you trying to do? You're trying to add more text, more revenue, more profit. Get specific on the objective you're trying to get. Then get clear on what it'll take to get there. Don't just set this aspirational goal that has no chance of succeeding. Make sure you understand exactly what it's going to take. Then you need to measure yourself against those realistic expectations. Again, not what you want. The gap between where you are and where you want to be, all the pain and suffering in the world. Don't put yourself in that spot. That's why you should measure the results based on what you should expect, not based on what you want. Set the right expectations, take constant and consistent action, and then hold the progress accountable.